I had no idea there was a sequel to The Wizard of Oz. That is, until I heard about it being one of the darker Disney movies. Apparently nearly 50 years after the original, somebody cooked up the sequel. This movie is fucking terrifying. I don't even want to review it. I can only imagine how much it fucked up little kids back in the 80s. More like we've come to see the Wonderful Wizard of... Okay, I need to explain more about the movie. We are not going back in time to 1939, when the first movie came out. Instead, we're going back in time to 1900. The 20th century started, and a famous book was published. That book was The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. I actually have read this book a long time ago, and from what I remember, it was slightly different. Still the basic plot, but there were like a few extra characters not in the movie. Of course, the movie is one everybody remembers, and for good reason. It's a classic. It's iconic. It's one that still holds up well today. A movie that pretty much every kid saw in their childhoods. A lot of people do not know is that there were 14 books in this series. I haven't read any of the other 13 books. From what I hear, they're darker and more intense than the original movie. I'm all for darker interpretations, but I was just really caught off guard. This could be like a fucking horror film. It scared me more than Rosemary's Baby, for fuck's sake. Anyway, Return to Oz was based on 2 books in the series, The Marvelous Land of Oz and The Ozma of Oz. Very loosely based, though. It's probably the darkest Disney movie I've ever seen. Yeah, there were frightening moments in some of the others, but here, the whole movie has this dark and depressing tone. The film starts off with Dorothy in a mental institution getting electroshock therapy.
A family picture!
Jesus Christ, is this The Wizard of Oz or One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? What's next? She's sharing a room with Alan Strang from Equus? Anyway, she gets rescued from the psychiatric hospital by a strange girl. The fact she was in a psychiatric hospital makes me question if Oz even existed in the first place. And Dorothy is just insane. And where the fuck is Toto? No, not that Toto. Turn that fucking song off, you son of a bitch. She ends up in Oz again, only to find it's been destroyed.
Oh, Jesus! Oh, God! Oh, Jesus! God! Oh, Mary, Mother of Jesus of Nazareth!
That's what my reaction would have been anyway. In the words of Elton John, I think I calmed down. Show me what Oz looks like again.
Oh, God! Oh, God!
Did I mention this film is really dark and depressing? So dark I don't even want to show clips. I'd rather just play Elton John for the rest of the episode. There's this really creepy scene involving a princess and a bunch of severed heads, which will most likely give me nightmares.
A family picture!
What's this fucking movie rated? PG? I've watched over 2,000 movies. I've reviewed 25 of them. Who would have thought that the scariest movie I would review would be a fucking Disney movie? That Steven Seagal movie I reviewed was more suitable for kids. This movie makes the tunnel scene from Willy Wonka look less scary. Should I watch that movie instead? Fuck me in the asshole with a pitchfork. A cactus of the... Okay, I'm not going there. She meets some new characters. A robot named TikTok, a talking chicken named Belina, and the Gump. No, not that Gump. Although that would be hilarious. This Gump. A mountain moose with wings on a couch that Dorothy brings to life with some magic powder, and he can fly. Don't question it, your head will explode. Anyway, I need to talk about the positives here. The special effects are great. Very well done. I like the set design, cinematography. I like the character designs. Unfortunately, the main problem with this film, aside from the film being really dark, is that the characters just aren't very interesting. Aside from the fact that they are fantasy characters and they're strange, They don't seem to have much personality like the characters in the first film. Aside from the special effects and the creepy parts, this film is largely forgettable. Not terrible, just okay. The ending is happy, though. They rescue the Scarecrow, the Lion, and the Tin Man. The Scarecrow looks like he took some of the Joker's laughing gas because he has this permanent smile on his face.
And what's with that stupid grin?
Life's been good to me.
Yeah, I like the 1989 Batman movie the most. Sue me, Nolan fans. Oh, okay. Batman Begins and The Dark Knight were both really good. So, how does this film hold up? Can I watch Wizard of Oz 3, Dorothy Goes to Hell instead? It's definitely not for kids, and this film still gets mixed reviews to this day. There's a cult following, though. It's just not for me. I get the appeal, though. It's weird, creepy, strange, and creative. Maybe if you're a Tim Burton fan, you might like it. As for me, I'll just stick to Tim Burton's better stuff. Like Batman, Big Fish, Ed Wood, and Batman Returns. Yeah, I like Batman Returns too, motherfuckers. Anyway, that's the end of the review. Side note, this video is actually synced up to the Pink Floyd album Wish You Were Here. No, it's not. Shut up, Greg, it's a joke. Anyway. Jesus Christ. Where the hell am I? You're in hell. Hell has a video store? Yep. Plenty of copies of Highlander 2, Freddy Got Fingered, and Ishtar. Oh god, there was a fucking review Ishtar? Yes, the evil guy with the pointy horn said so.
Please welcome Rogers and Clark.
Oh, little daughter,